This lesson is going to talk you through how to add and subtract decimal numbers. We'll start with 5 minus 8 and 9/10. We're going to change all subtraction to adding the opposite. So it will be 5 plus negative 8 and 9/10. Now you'll notice the two numbers have different signs. The 5 is positive, the 8 and 9/10 is negative. When that happens, the fastest way to the answer is to find the difference between those two numbers' absolute values. Now I'm going to take it off to the side to do the subtraction, and you'll notice I'm going to put 8 and 9/10 on top because it has the largest absolute value. Always be sure to line up your decimals. When you subtract, you get 3 and 9/10. 3 and 9/10, is it positive or negative? You find the numbers in the problem with the biggest absolute value and use their sign. So this will end up with negative 3 and 9/10. Now we have a subtraction sign with a negative and a positive. Negative 7 and 24/100 minus 19/100. I'm again going to tackle that subtraction and change it to adding the opposite. So now I have adding a negative 19/100. Now with this problem, the negative 7 and 24/100 and the 19/100 are both negative. Same signs, add and keep. So when I take it to the side, I'm going to add 7 and 24/100 and 19/100. I'm going to add those to give me 7 and 43/100. And the song says to add and keep. Keep whatever sign they were both originally, so it's negative 7 and 43/100. I have negative 16 and 1/10 minus negative 7 and 25/100. When I change the subtraction to addition, I have to change the sign of the second number, so now it's positive 7 and 25/100. I'm adding two numbers with different signs. Different signs subtract. So when I take it off to the side to subtract, 16 and 1/10 is the larger absolute value, so it goes on top. Line up your decimals, and I can fill in 0 as a placeholder. So I have to borrow so that I'm able to subtract. 10 minus 5 is 5. I have to borrow again, so 10 minus 2 is 8. 15 minus 7 is 8 and 85/100. And 16 and 1/10 is larger absolute value, and since it's negative, that's why my answer will be negative. Okay, last one. 16 and 2/10 plus negative 27 and 894,000. Different sign subtract. So I'll put the one with the larger absolute value on top to subtract. I'll have to add some 0 placeholders and then subtract. 11 and 694,000, and it's going to be negative because the 27 and 894,000 is negative and it has the larger absolute value. Alright guys, watch this as many times as you need to feel confident with adding and subtracting decimals.